guys, welcome back to Real Time JC, Real Time Jesus with me, Stephanie, and episode 32. Today's episode is titled Freedom to Be You. First, though, I wanted to say a quick welcome to all of you joining me for the very first time. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. It's right below this video. In fact, I'm going to wait on you for a second. Okay, thank you. Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, I film these episodes in real time, immediately following my date with Jesus. And my hope is that you feel encouraged through your walk with Jesus. And know that this is coming from a person who has been through a lot of brokenness, a lot of hard times, a lot of growing, and a lot of praying. And my hope is that you feel like you're not alone on this journey with God. And guys, like some of you may even be doubting him right now. And we're going to talk about that a little bit today. In fact, we're going to start in Psalms 139, 3-4. So freedom to be you. So starting from the NIV version here today. You discern my going out and my lying down. You're familiar with all my ways. Before a word is on my tongue, you know it completely, O Lord. Ooh, isn't that beautiful? I'm also going to read it to you in the TPT version because that's my favorite. All right, you are so intimately aware of me, Lord. You read my heart like an open book, and you know all the words I'm about to speak before I even start a sentence. You know every step I will take before my journey even begins. God wants us to be secure in the person he created us to be. He wants you to be secure in the person he created you to be. Well, you may ask, like, I don't even know who that person is. I've been there. And I think part of why I had a struggle in really knowing who I was created to be was because of a person that I followed. I'm trying to think, like it was a friend, maybe. Like this friend seemed so, back in my teenage years, I had friends. I grew up in a youth group that was like on fire for God, and it was awesome. But I also compared my walk with the others around me, and I was insecure. I a lot of stuff I was insecure about. I felt like I was always overweight, which is ridiculous because I wasn't. I think I got a little porky, a little bit in high school, maybe. I loved to eat Domino's pizzas. I would order medium-sized pizzas in junior high, and I would just eat all of them, me and a friend would. So I gained a few pounds from that, but so I became a little insecure about my weight. So in a sense, that made me insecure about myself. I was insecure about my hair and the way that I styled it. You know, all the things like back when you're a teenager and you're trying to find yourself there. But as I progressed through my adulthood, I realized that I was shaped so much by the denomination that my family was a part of. And I'm not going to mention the denomination at that time, but a lot of my example and my Christian walk was based in the theology of that denomination. And it took me years to strip away. And even now, I'm still God is stripping away things that I was taught to be that wasn't necessarily truth. That was more, how do I say, outside righteousness instead of internal righteousness. And traditions instead of internal God, internal Jesus. Does that make sense? I hope that does. I think a lot of us can relate to that. Even current trends now with churches now. How do I explain this to where you can understand that now? Like people that we follow in the media now that are big preachers or big evangelists, they each have been given a vision by God, and they each have certain things that they believe that God is showing them to teach you, just like I am right now. I believe God is showing me to, and has given me the vision to just be real in my brokenness and the stuff I'm wrestling with and the stuff that I feel encouraged in, and just share it with you. That's a vision God has given me. And so that there's a vision God has given others in their walk, and it all relates to his truth. But yet at times I'm guilty of this too, where I can sort of fashion like, well, this is what I believe. And I hope that you believe it too. And in a sense, it can pressure you to believe something that is not necessarily full on truth. And I do my darndest, my best to strip away anything that I'm talking to you about in these episodes, because I don't want that to happen with Real Time JC. I want to just bring you truth and the stuff that I'm dealing with, the stuff that God's showing me, and then take it and then seek truth in the Bible for you. And if it doesn't line up with this, God, then release it. Just get rid of it. Get rid of it. I give you that permission from my heart to yours. Seek the truth, guys. That, in a sense, is what I'm trying to tell you today. He wants us to be secure in the person that he's created us to be, but we have to be willing to strip away all of the things that we've learned throughout our past, or at least evaluate them. Not necessarily strip them all away, because there's awesome and good stuff. There is God-given truth that people in our lives who have been an example of Christ to us, whether they be parents or grandparents or Sunday school teachers, friends, youth pastors, community group leaders, the checker who loves God at the grocery store. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of good things that don't need to be stripped away. What I'm saying is that for me, and I know that there's people out there that can relate to this, there are things that we've been taught that aren't necessarily truth, that don't align with his truth, and that have held us back to be the person that he created us to be. Again, in Matthew 5:14, it says, "You are the light of the world, a city located on a hill that can't be hidden. Neither do you light a lamp and put it under a measuring basket, but on a stand, and it shines to all who are in the house. Even so, let your light shine before men, that they may see your good works and glorify your God who is in heaven." The person you were created to be is meant to be a light for Jesus, is meant to share the Jesus truth that's in your heart with others around you. The only way to know who that is, who you are, is to go to that truth and then to seek God and help and ask him to show you who you are in him. Evaluate everything that you have been taught before now, if you are struggling, and ask God to strip away the things that aren't him or of him, and ask him to show you the things that are of him. And like show you the things that aren't right, show you the things that are right. Step outside of what is expected of you by others. Because you may find that when he's the one leading you and not someone else who has good intentions, maybe. I'm not saying that people that have led you in the past have ill intentions unless they were unhealthy or toxic. But ones who have had good intentions may still be leading you in what they think that you should be instead of what God intended you to be. In all good intentions, if that makes sense too. The rules that are others' rules aren't necessarily his rules for you. Now let me say that again. The rules of others aren't necessarily his rules for you. That for me needed to be I needed to really think about that when God showed me that today. There is truth that is truth for absolutely everyone. That God created you uniquely with interesting gifts and beautiful and incredible gifts that he created just for you to have. And he may have created somebody else that has a similar gift. Like say you both have the gift for empathy, but you also have the gift for like achiever, where this person also has another gift for belief. And I don't know why there's confetti right now, but we're just going to go with that because yay, God's given us each individual gifts, but your gift of empathy in each one of you are going to look a little bit different because of the other gifts, unique gifts that God has given you. That's a beautiful thing. And your unique gift set is going to reach someone else that this person in their unique gift set would not necessarily reach or in the same way, which is so super cool. So God is a safe place for you. It's okay he already knows, like it tells us, we read this, like your heart is an open book. He already knows all the stuff that you're dealing with. He knows the doubts. He knows the brokenness. He knows the loneliness. He knows the stuff that you're dealing with. He knows the sins in your life. So you're safe with him. You're safe with him. It's okay to be vulnerable with him. And it's okay to be free to be yourself. And if you don't know who yourself is, that's okay too. The more that you seek God, you will find him and discover things about yourself that you've never even known. And that expected norm that you are in right now, the expected norm that somebody else may have created for you, or maybe you created for you, trying to live up to somebody else's expectation, that will start to change over time. And I know that has for me. It's just started to change. But you know, the one thing that doesn't change is God. Like he's the same all the time. But what you do find in him and why your norm will start to change, you'll find things in him that you've never explored before, that haven't been revealed to you yet because of where you're at in your journey. So the more you grow, the more you find him, the more you seek him and the things that and the more that he shows you the things that you're finding. My nose is just running. The more that you find him and seek him, the more that he's going to be revealing to you. The mysteries will be revealed. And it's infinite. There are infinite mysteries that are going to be revealed. Don't follow others just because they seem to be happy. They all have their own struggles, and they're going to be different than your struggles. And they're going to find things, like I'm finding things in my life, and God's teaching me things that's going to be different than he's teaching you. But what you may find, like watching this episode, is introspection. Is that a word? I don't know. But you may find that, you know what? She's got me thinking about this, and it may look different for me than it does for you. But you are seeking him in that. And those doubts that you have about who you are, who he is, he's going to start revealing things. And those doubts will slowly not become doubts anymore. They'll become beliefs. And how beautiful is that, guys? I mean, so cool. So cool. So know this. You are the light of the world, a city on a hill that can't be hidden. You are created uniquely and wonderfully and beautifully. You are amazing because I know your maker, and he is good. He is God. He is miraculous and wonderful and marvelous and supernatural, and he created you. Just amazing stuff if you think about it. So exercise number 1 today, start seeing him in everything. Start looking for him in the mundane stuff in your life today. That's a simple exercise, a simple little challenge. And I want to hear about it. I want to hear what you see today. I want to hear when you watch this video, give yourself 24 hours and start looking for him in everything. And then share about it in the comments. We all want to see it. We all want to hear about it. It's just inspiring to those around you. It's inspiring to me, and it's contagious. I'll start wanting to share more stuff about him if I hear all the stuff that he's he's doing in you. It's just incredible. But that's it for today, guys. I hope you have a good day. And thank you for watching. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button. And I will see you next time for our last episode in 2024. Bye.